Thank you everyone for joining. I'm gonna be your host today. I'm Axel. I work in a dispensary in BC for Burb, and I'm also one of the founder of Book Club. And today we are joined, of course, Casey, as usual, from Budtenders Association. Thank you so much, Casey. Without you, any of that would happen. And then we have Eitan from Decibel. And Eitan, if you want to take the mic, please go for it.
Of course, with absolute pleasure, my friends. Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out again. Always lovely to connect with the people across this country who hold down this industry, who hold down this community. Really grateful to be a part of it. I have a 10-minute maybe presentation, a couple of like recaps, but really just some teases about what's dropping in the new year. Pretty excited about some of the stuff that's coming. So I thought I'd take the opportunity to share a little bit of love for that. And then, of course, let's get into see some of this beautiful creative artwork that exists in this kick-ass community. So, of course, you know the drill. We've kind of hung out before. You know me more or less. You know that Decibel produces General Admission, Quest, Vox. Those are our three main brands. Vox is a little bit new. Quest has been around since, if basically effective the date of legalization. Happy 5 years plus a couple of months. And General Admission, pretty well-known vape brand, infused pre-roll brand, now edibles brand, now blinker brand, across this country. So let me share a little bit of love. I always like to do, just show, my face, my contact information. Please don't hesitate to holler if you have any questions, if you have any thoughts, feedback, concerns, all the good stuff. I want to be here to support you and your people in the store and make sure that you're, well equipped. I have a team of sales reps, territory managers, we call them, across this country as well. So if you don't know your person, always happy to connect and make it so that, you have the latest information. Maybe we're big fans of educational materials and making sure that you're able to talk about it from experience. If you catch the eyebrows that are moving rapidly on my face, so obviously connect with me. Love to make sure that you are well versed in the product and how to talk about it. My email address, my phone number is on the screen in front of you. My Instagram handles are there. Please reach out. Please connect. All that good stuff. Photo on the right here is me hanging out at a Canna Reps event some months ago. This would have been last year, April, so like a year and a half ago, trying a couple joints simultaneously. And I've done it before. This next slide here is just showing what I've been up to for the past year or so. These are some fresh pictures that I updated in the last little while. So that's my sweet little darling, Amira. She's just over 11 months now. She is, pride and joy and the best gig, the best thing I've ever done in my life. She's eating, she's like connecting and like loving and absolutely adorable. Picture on the right, is her in her finest form. I've been there myself. One sock off, dreidel in the mouth. This was at Hanukkah a couple weeks ago, so we were, celebrating. She was learning how to play with her dreidel and enjoy the flames on the Hanukkah. So really proud of this little one. Again, best thing I've ever done, and thanks for connecting on that. I love to. Obviously, I'm proud. Goes without saying I'm proud, so I'm going to show it off. A very quick recap, because you all know this. I'm not going to take too long with it. This is where, the company effectively started. This is in Creston, British Columbia, our indoor grow facility where we still produce probably a third of the Quest flower, the Quest pre-rolls that are kicking it on the market right now. But these are the rest of our facilities. So we've got the Quest estate in Creston, BC. We've, of course, got Thunderchild in Battleford, Saskatchewan. It's a partnership between Decibel and Thunderchild First Nation. And then lastly, we've got the plant in Calgary. That's where all of our derivatives come from. So, the edibles I'll show off a little later in the presentation, your infused pre-rolls, all your blinker pods and 510 carts and all that good stuff are coming out of the facility in Calgary, Alberta. So with that said, let's start with, I don't want to say my favorite brand because they're all the brands that I represent, but I'm a flower consumer through and through. I dig General Admission and all that it has. I dig Vox and all that it has, but Quest is still my still a baby in a way for me. So really proud of what we're doing. We have some killer stuff on market, and then even some more exciting stuff landing next month really now, but over the next few months into quarter one across the country. So you know the drill. Very quickly, small batch, top cuts, hang dried, hand trimmed, all that good stuff. Really proud of the craft focus and of course where we've been and where we've come and where we're going. I introduced or at least educated on this a couple months back when we got to hang out. This is what's currently available in most markets across the country. Of course, if it's not kicking it in your scene right now, it hopefully will be, or at the very least, maybe you can get your hands on it from a friend or a colleague in another province. Feel free to reach out to me. But anyways, we've got our PS Cheetah and our duct tape. I'm a particular fan of that PS Cheetah. It's been treating me very well, making me very happy. But that duct tape is quite nice as well. But what I want to show you is the new coming early in the new year. Depending on your market, it might be dropping January 9th, if I'm not mistaken, in Alberta, at least for order, and then slowly throughout the rest of the month and into February through the rest of the country. Stoked about this. This is Guavas 74. I was able to, research and develop this to see it in action. The lineage here is Stardog crossed with Afghan. Top terps here are caryophyllene, farnesene, and humulene. I'm a sucker for the terp love. So farnesene, commonly found in apples, has some of that like citrusy, sugary, fruity, appley scent. And humulene, one of my absolute favorite terpenes, commonly found in hops. It has that like fresh, almost minty kind of aroma. I'm a sucker for like a hazy IPA. It's relatively new for me that I've realized the beer that I specifically like. So I'm drinking a hazy IPA. It's full of humulene. It's kind of interesting to know a lot of my friends that really love their IPAs, their hoppy products, their hoppy beers, vibe with anything that's high in humulene as well. So I'm a sucker for like those crossovers. If you know someone who like loves their strawberries, there's a good chance that they're a big fan of products that are high in terpinolene and those kinds of things. So anyways, don't need to go through the whole gamut of that element, but I like this juicy hazy IPA from Cowbell Brewing just down the road from me, and here I am showing off this high in humulene product right here. It smells tropical, fruity, light on the spice, and then it tastes quite tropical as well, a little bit citrusy, and definitely has some of that like pepper coming through. So this is particularly nice. Really excited for people to get their hands on it. But this is my jam. I'm a sucker for strawberry. I love like fruity cultivars, especially strawberry. I feel like strawberry, aromas. I have some really nice rosin that my friend out west sent me. It's got that beautiful strawberry, like almost vanilla vibe going on to it. So this is strawberry and cream. Really pumped about this one. This one looks particularly fantastic, really sticky and delightful. It's strawberry crossed with cookies and cream. Your top terps in this one are limonene, caryophyllene, and ocimene. It smells like strawberries. It smells like this beautiful, earthy, vanilla almost strawberry thing going on, and it tastes like it. You can taste the red fruit. You can taste the vanilla. You can taste the berries on it. So really excited for strawberry and cream. Again, all of this is landing in the new year. Depending on your market, it might be earlier in January, it might be a little bit later, at least through Q1. I think every market should see it. You know how it is though. We're here in, we're all middle people. How the board ends up deciding is a little bit beyond me. So if your market doesn't get it, my apologies. Hopefully we'll get there one day sooner than later. So that is the new from Quest. A couple of other things that I want to tease out. I want to show off. Really proud of this next thing. So I was at Kind Winter Fair 2 weeks ago, I guess. If anyone was there, it was lovely to see you. If you weren't there, it is in Toronto. So come to Toronto next time for Kind Winter Fair. It was badass. It was so rad. There was like this outdoor huge consumption lounge. General Admission had a booth there. We handed out a thousand blinkers and 1,000 blinker like pods. We handed out a whole meth of pre-rolls. I had a few people there, and we had a team of people walking around because there was a long lineup with pre-rolls on a tray, and like literally lighting people up, standing in line. It felt like people were like handing out hors d'oeuvres at like an event. It was the coolest thing ever to see people like walk up and think they're about to pick up like a little block of cheese, and they're getting a pre-roll shoved in their mouth. So really proud of that, and stoked about Kind honored us. There was a gala the next day. It was a black tie affair that I didn't go to. I had other things to do. I digress. I wasn't invited. Nobody invited me. But apparently there was a really badass gala. And we got some gnarly awards. So specifically our tiger blood infused pre-roll, infused with distillate and botanical terps, and then wrapped in a keef coating. It not only won infused pre-roll of the year, it also won product of the year. So really proud of that, and the whole, all the work that the team has put in. Thank you, Kind, for honoring that. And it was a lot of fun to see people, following their nose and then getting high in our presence. So that was a delight. But let me drop a little bit of the new that's coming down in the new year. I'm personally, I enjoy the distillate. I like it all. Live resin, especially live rosin is where my heart lies these days. But I do enjoy this live resin. Mule Fuel is coming. Should already be available in Alberta. TBD on its arrival in BC, but it should be early to mid, January into the new year. Ontario, alas, did not want it for some reason, or I don't really know the details behind the scenes, but I don't think it's landing in Ontario. So if you've got buddies in Alberta and BC and you're a sucker for this cultivar, like I am, we've got this beautiful live resin 510 cart, not for blinker. This is for your 510 battery, and it's mule fuel. It's a bit of a mouthful, but it's mule fuel. GMO crossed with lurch is the cultivar. Myrcene, terpinolene, and caryophyllene. Terpinolene commonly found in lilac, so it's got that like perfumey, very herbal aroma. Tastes like this beautiful perfumey garlic, herbal on the inhale, and then a very noticeable like gas and skunk on the exhale. I've said it before, but like what a bunch of weirdos we are that we like enjoy the smell of skunk. Whenever I'm driving down the road and like I pass through a scene and there's skunk, if the cannabis smokers, they're like, oh, like that smells good. But everyone else is like, ooh, that's skunk. I like the smell of skunk, so I enjoy my cannabis. I'm sure I'm speaking to the choir here. A lot of you probably feel the exact same way that I do. So that's landing in the new year for at least BC. Should be available right now in Alberta. If it's not literally there right now, it's at least dropping into the board and available for order, very shortly. But that mule fuel is kicking, and it is delightful. I'm gonna just very quickly tell you like what's available now, and then a couple of things that are coming into the new year. I'm gonna breeze through those because they're not, some of them, and depending on the market, it might not be landing till like into February or even early March. So I'll go through that very quickly and move on, because to be honest, I'm just like really stoked about getting into the art and the performance. But I did, of course, want to take the opportunity to, share some love of what it is that I get to do here. So you're familiar with our Tiger Blood, the Peach Riz, the 5 Loco. All of those are effective for your blinker battery. If you haven't gotten your hands on one, they are really, really rad, super smooth, super flavorful. I've had mine for a couple of months now. I've had zero issues with clogging, with leaking, anything like that. And I just like the way that it fits in my hand, and it feels nice. It's a really nice tool. I was always envious of like my buddies that smoke their little like tobacco vape, but I never got into it myself. So now I feel like one of those guys, like blowing a beautiful cloud of peachy or cherry, flavored deliciousness. I'm one of those guys now. Essential Mixer Pack is kicking. We've got Peach Riz in it. We've got 5 Loco. We've got Mango Chew and Blue Rocket. So these 3 are available as like the full gram, 0.95 gram. These 4 in the Mixer Pack are specifically 0.3s. So they are kind of more of the sample size. So you get to try and decide what you like. Obviously, go buy another one of these because I'm a sucker for like the variety, and I only zero point 0.3 is perfect for one flavor, and then I want to move on to the next. Same with our social sampler pack. Minted grapey grape is freaking delightful. Tiger blood and watermelon splash. That watermelon splash is so good. I actually have some infused pre-rolls, the watermelon splash flavor. Smell them through the tube. That's delicious. And I actually had to show off my new Melon Mania as well. If you dug our honeydew boba, I found that was more like, of course, more of like a honeydew green melon, which is a fine melon. Not my preferred melon. I like a cantaloupe. I'm a sucker for that nice orange cantaloupe, and that's what Melon Mania is. So that shit is delicious, flavorful, super sweet, and enjoyable. But let me show off a couple of new news that are landing in the new year. We'll have a full gram of High Key Kiwi. We'll have a full gram of Razalicious. We've already got Razalicious in the 510s kicking around, depending on your market, but this will be available in the blinker pot as well. And then very quickly, just because I'm like teasing it, I'm going to tease this out. We'll have we'll keep rotating our mixer packs. So our new essential mixer will have Rainbow Sherb, which I know a lot of people love and could only find in like a taster pack. So that's kicking. We'll have that honeydew. This is a throwback, as you can see. Honeydew boba throwback. Straw Nana has been around, a bit of a throwback. And then this one has like a special place in my heart. The Tropic GSC was one of the first. It was Berry G33 and Tropic GSC, for those of you that have been like following along with general admission for a little while now. Those were our first two vapes. So stoked to see Tropic GSC come back. I haven't had that sweet, citrusy tropical flavor in a minute now. Really pumped to get my hands on that one. And then our new social sampler, really excited about this. Huckleberry. We got our Pink Brittany, which is available as 510 carts, as well as infused pre-rolls. It's like a citrus guava thing going on. It is delightful. Tiger Blood, of course, you're well familiar, but it's going into the social sampler. And then Jungle Fruit. That Jungle Fruit is poised to be delicious. I've yet to try it myself, but I'm very excited about that. I love all those, those tropical fruits, those mixed, the mixed, fruits. I'm a sucker for a fruit salad. So anyways, this is going to be absolutely delightful. Stay tuned. That should be coming down in the next couple of months as well. So that's Blinker. And then before I just quickly wrap up with Vox, I'm stoked on the GA edibles. If you haven't tried one of these general admission edibles, they are vegan friendly. They are absolutely fucking delightful. They're great. So yes, Blue Rocket, Tiger Blood, those are full THC options. I personally enjoy those, but I'm especially I have an affinity for like the ones with minor cannabinoids. I really like my CBD edibles. I love my CBN edibles for nighttime. They encourage a good restful slumber for myself. I can't speak to anybody else, but I know that that's what it does for me. And then CBG, those gummies are like, they're very uplifting, to say the least. I was at Kind Fair. We were handing out a bunch of those samples. I was able to enjoy a gummy later into the evening, specifically the one with CBG in there, and I felt like this burst of energy. I got even more bubbly than I probably seem to you right now. Really excited, really delightful. So these are my three like favorite ones. Yes, the Blue Rocket, Tiger Blood with straight THC are absolutely delightful, but Passion Fruit Mango is 10 milligrams of THC and 10 milligrams of CBG. Not only does it taste delicious, it's quite effective and I find very uplifting. We've got our Pomegranate Dragon Fruit, which is the only one currently not a sour gummy. It doesn't have the sour coating, but it is super, super delicious. That one is 10 milligrams of THC and 5 milligrams of CBN. Again, for me, I'm very careful to say like what the effects are for me. For me, CBN noticeably makes me sleepy. It gives me a nice yawn. Makes my eyes heavy. So that pomegranate dragon fruit gummy is perfect for me for kind of winding down in the evening and wrapping up my day. And I lastly am an absolute sucker for that pineapple guava. It might be my favorite in terms of taste. It's just like the most delicious gummy. But this one is THC and CBD, 10 milligrams of THC, 10 milligrams of CBD. That is also a beautiful gummy. I find for that one, it's like, 10 milligrams of straight THC doesn't do like a whole lot for me. But that CBD gummy is a perfect one for me for like hanging out with family during the holidays. I don't like looked particularly ripped, but I feel nice and mellow and able to handle some of the. I love family, but you know what it is when you're like together for like a while, and then there's like people with different, ideas and thoughts and opinions, and some of those opinions suck. Um, I'm fucking around. I love my people, but we're having fun. We're being honest with each other. So, anyways, that pineapple guava is perfect for that kind of purpose. So that, my friends, is GA. Last thing I'll share in terms of products before we get into some fun here is Vox. This is the one with the flavor bead in the filter. I think it's fun. I find most joints that I smoke halfway through get a little bit tarry. They kind of lose the flavor a little bit, no matter what it is that I'm smoking. I'm a sucker for the watermelon one. I like that flavor. I hit that little flavor bead maybe halfway through the joint, and it gives this nice burst of like juiciness to finish off the joint. So that is Vox, specifically Vox Pops, these pre-rolls. And the beautiful thing about it is the flower is actually quite nice, so you can smoke your whole joint if you want. Never squeeze the little bead in the filter there. You could pop it right before you spark it. You could pop it halfway through like I usually do. Either way, it adds a little burst of flavor. And stay tuned. There will be some new and delicious innovation under the Vox Pops product into the new year. Nothing that I can share just yet, but stay tuned. Either way, the watermelon kicks around. I think there's a grape one that, depending on your market, there's a minty one in BC. There's some really tasty flavors that exist under this particular product. So that was Vox. That's GA. That's Quest. That's what I wanted to share with you. Thanks for being involved. Thanks for staying tuned for what's kicking into the new year. If you have thoughts, questions, feedback, all that good stuff, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to pass it on to where it needs to go. Again, if you don't know your particular territory manager, drop me a line as well, and I'll be happy to make sure that you're well connected and well versed and, well taken care of as well. So, with that said, my friends, stoked to hang out. It's always fun to hang out. I'm going to have a sip of my beer over here.
Nice. That's the fun part now. We're starting the fun part.
Now let's get in the fun part. I guess I could take a minute. Does anyone have let's take a minute. Does anyone have like a question, like a specific, like a thought, a question? You're welcome to share it. Otherwise, I'll jump right in.
Let me check the chat really quick, but I haven't seen much.
I haven't been. I know that I see that there's like a number of things in the chat, but I haven't been like paying attention. I feel like if I do, then I get like distracted and confused, and so I haven't paid attention to the chat specifically.
It's mostly love for the blinkers, the general admission in general, and a lot of Merry Christmas and some happy messages. Like everyone is ready to party, I guess.
Oh, I love to hear it. I love to hear it. Again, man. Holidays. I know it's not like the best for everybody, and sometimes families suck, and like there's a bunch of stuff that can like not be the favorite. Everyone else is like happy, and you're like, man, this isn't the best time of year. I like it. I lean into it. I haven't always, but this year I feel like I'm like leaning into it a little bit more. And anyways, here we are. Let's do a thing. So with that said, I've hosted an open mic or two in my life, and I know what it's like to kind of just get thrown in as like the first performer. So with that, I'm gonna kind of host this showcase. We've got 3 performers, including myself. And then we've got 6 artists that are showing off, depending on their medium, a few different formats, a few different variety of art. A few of them, I believe 3 of the 6, want to take the mic for a minute and share a little bit, maybe about their inspiration, the medium, how long they've been doing it, whatever. I'll leave that to you to take a couple of minutes to share some love about your particular art. But with that said, I'm gonna go first. So it's been a little while since I've like written anything. I used to MC in a band, mainly like funk and hip hop. I was a spoken word performer, specifically in Guelph, Ontario. There's a poetry slam that happens every once a month, and really fun experience. There's an open mic, and then there's a poetry slam. So people take 3 minutes and basically drop a poem that they've written. It's a very performative poem, and then we have judges in the crowd who will give points. The team, I was on a team in 2016. There's a national, poetry scene, and I was on the team in Guelph in 2016 that went all the way to the nationals and took home the grand prize. So we went to, where were we that year? We would have been in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and we traveled out, we flew out, we competed on the stage, we went head to head against some of like the best poets in the entire country, and we took the grand prize. So that was really exciting. It's been a minute since I've done this, but I have a little poem, I have a little like rap or whatever that I'm going to share with you. All right.
I'm so hyped.
Axel, I feel your love, my friend. You're the best. You all know Axel, right? I'm fucking around. Everybody knows Axel. Okay.
No worries.
All right, friends. Let's smoke some weed. That's great. I'm smoking golf ball nugs like this the PGA. I appreciate you folks. No shame in giving PDA. All my love and respect for this Thursday night crew hanging with the BTA. I'm grateful for this community, for this beautiful crew spreading the good word dutifully of this beautiful plant that I'm feeling the effects of groovily. You guys, we get to sell weed legally, and we sure do it beautifully. I'm thankful that my peers keep on being influential. I love that stigma is reducing while what's raising is potential. I'm grateful for the knowledge and for my Canna Reps credentials, and that through the pandemic, cannabis was a service deemed essential. I'm thankful for my loved ones. I'm thankful for you and yours. I'm grateful for those behind the scenes and those inside the stores. I appreciate all the folks I know and those I've yet to meet. I'm grateful for my team repping Quest, proud to sell this awesome weed. Now there are a few great brands that are essentially best, nothing but love to the rest. Some are just more and some less. I've got my top 10 list of what's preferentially best. I'm representing for Quest, aka quintessentially West. I was proud of that line, the few rhymes that kind of go together. I was stoked about that. Anyways, thanks. Appreciate you, Nick. Thanks, buddy.
That was amazing. That was amazing. You nailed it.
I got
like
4 more little stanzas, but thank you for the love. One sec here. One sec. We need to stick together so we can make this world better. Whether you're working for the love or if you're working for cheddar, whether you're coming correct or if you're soured like lemons, I've come to connect with the best with respect. This shit is too clever. Thank you to your crew. On behalf of the folks of Decibel, we grow this flower well and our extracts are dependable. This new batch of Quest flowers sure is terpy and incredible. And this is general admission. You know the mottos all are welcome. I got a love for you even if we haven't met. Y'all are the dopest crew yet. I've been so stoked to connect. Next time I'm in your neighborhood, I won't just click and collect. I'll come and hang and bump some fists to show my love and respect. All right, keep your seats. No need for a standing ovation, despite this crew of educated folks with the most dedication, the dopest weed smokers in the whole damn population. I'm talking about this organization, the Budtenders Association. Okay, now I'm done.
That was amazing.
Oh, appreciate you guys.
I had no idea you were MC like that. That's some proper MC right there. Yeah, where's the mic drop?
Thanks, Axel. You're the best. Super fun. Appreciate y'all. That was a lot of fun. I see a couple of folks that I really want to shout out. Tyler Brimacombe, thanks for joining up, my friend. Tyler's our director of sales, kicking it in Vancouver. Happy to see your beautiful face. Thank you for showing up and offering some love, my friend. You're the best.
Proud of you, man. That was awesome.
Thanks, buddy. You're the best.
That was Keter.
Okay, my friends. Well, I was stoked about that all fucking day long. So thank you for your participation. Thanks for like the snaps and the claps and everything behind the scenes. I see Elena is kicking it and ready with a guitar in hand. Axel, do you know, can you make a person, can you make like,
Yep.
or can I do it? Can you make like a full screen out of Elena?
Yeah, I can totally do that. Let me pin
Okay.
Elena. Give me 1 second.
Because next up, my friends, is the one and only Elena Sampson. By the way, Elena and all the other performers, you've got a little gratitude parcel in the mail on its way to you as we speak, with a little bit of love from Decibel. But my friends, Elena is going to bless us with some music. I think I'm only assuming. You got a guitar in your hands. I'm only assuming it's music. Take your time, get comfortable, but I'll shut my mouth now and sit back and enjoy this beautiful presentation.
Awesome. Thank you very much for having me on here. I was super excited. I'll just take a minute just to introduce myself. As you said, my name is Elena. Originally, I am from Guelph, Ontario, born and raised. Yeah. I performed at the Hillside Festival, if anyone's ever heard of that. There you go. All right. So it was actually, I started writing music through the Hillside Festival. I joined one of their songwriting courses called Girls and Guitars. And I've been writing music for probably about 7 or 8 years now. And the song I'm going to play for you today is a song that I wrote in the very first course that I ever took through them. The song is called Nature of Destruction. And despite its name, it is not a Pantera song, I swear. It's actually a song I wrote. I have a lot of family and friends in my life that have either addiction issues or mental health issues. So this song is for them and anybody that lives and is friends or family with anyone with the same afflictions. So I hope you guys enjoy. That's Nature of Destruction. You sit at home alone again, waiting for the blue pill to kick in. So tired of having to explain, trapped in your own mind again. You're not the only one. How much damage have you done? What's your nature of destruction? Tell me what makes you bleed. The demons in your head have voices of their own. They won't leave you alone. No, no, no. They won't leave you alone. One more drink is all it takes. One more hit to stay away. Toxic addiction starts to stack. Enslaved by the monkey on your back. You're not the only one. How much damage have you done? What's your nature of destruction? Tell me what makes you bleed. The demons in your head have voices of their own. They won't leave you alone. No, they won't leave you alone. To make you feel okay, yeah. I won't let you down, dream. but I will be there. Your nature, destruction. Tell me what made you leave? The demons in your head, the voices of their own. They won't leave you alone. No, no, no. Won't leave you alone. No, no, no. They won't leave you alone. Thank you.
Oh shit,
Oh my God, that voice! Wow.
Oh, thank you.
Elena. And no, like those lyrics, like that's beautiful, my friend. Thank you. Like that's big. I appreciate that.
Thank you. It took me a long time to write it, so I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's so rad. And are you at work right now? Like, are you like?
I am, yes. Better
Live
internet.
performance.
That's so fucking cool. I mentioned it in the chat. For anyone that doesn't know, Hillside Festival in Guelph is like that's a big deal. That's like a fun experience for the whole family. I hope to see everybody there next year.
Absolutely.
But Elena, like, wow, I'm proud of you. I don't know what that, you know what I mean? Like that's so impressive. That was
Thank you
beautiful.
so much.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Holy shit.
That was amazing. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
I saw the chat lighting up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, really
I was with
grateful
my
for this.
lighter ready.
Yeah. My gosh, really grateful once again for this whole community and all these people doing what they're doing. We got some talented people in this scene, let alone in this space that we're all here together. Really, really wonderful. Thank you, Elena. Did you want to share anything else about that? We've got, if you wanted to like have a minute to talk about your inspiration. I know that you shared a little bit about that at the beginning, but if you want to take another minute and share something, you are more than welcome.
Well, basically, when I went to start writing music, I was told to be vulnerable, and I have a lot of issues writing about myself. So I decided, you know what? I know a lot of friends, especially nowadays with a lot of addiction issues. I've watched a lot of friends go down a dark path, and so I decided, you know what? They need a song. They need a ray of light, something for them. And it's also for people like myself. My husband, personally, he's got Tourette's and fibromyalgia, a bunch of different things. But his mental illness, he was a big inspiration for me as well. And it's basically just a song for people experiencing what it's like to have someone close to them with a mental illness. It can be very, very difficult. And that's basically my favorite line in that song is, I won't let you damage me, my friend, but I will be there in the end. And that one and the addiction one about being enslaved by the monkey on your back. I thought that basically put it perfectly. So basically my inspiration was my friends and family and myself, I guess, in a certain way. So
yeah, buddy. Thank you for sharing that as well.
Thanks for listening.
Of course, appreciate it. All right, well, just double checking. You can see my screen again. You see Elena's name still up. I want to make sure before I go to the next slide. Okay, dope. Well, next up, my friends, we have Raquel. Raquel, stoked for you to do your thing. Let me very quickly make sure that you can see. Yes, I think we're good here. You can now see a black screen, I'm hoping. I'm going to press play. Raquel has a music video that we're going to start this next performance with, and then we'll pass it over for Raquel to share a little bit more. But without further ado, I will hit play. And I hope that this works out well. We tried before, the sound went through. If there's any issues, give me a no or a thumbs up. But this is gonna work well. Enjoy, my friends.
If I wake up in the If I wake up in the, if I wake up in the morning, if I wake up in the morning, if I wake up in the afternoon, I can feel my purpose calling. See, I don't wanna go too soon, and so I take it day by day. I try my best to let my spirit play. See, I don't wanna see this go to waste, so I'm taking names. I wanna feel your heart sing. I wanna see it move you. I wanna reach your body and help your spirit come through. So let the essence of hydration reach every single nation. Cause we are all connected. I wanna see you make it too. Let me feel your vibe rise. Kundalini pop, gotta get your fucking vibe right. Balance dark and light, reignite all the hype. Never get your mind tight, fuck the thought of limelight. We just wanna vibe right, keep it light, keep it tight. If you're gonna do me right, then you gotta use your mind. Look inside, use your mind. I know what I'm looking for, so you better come correct. Never settle for a check, that flow dripping, always wet. I don't wanna make a mess, fuck your sheets if I just did. Now you gonna tell a friend, I don't wanna digress. I impress, I look better in a dress. Sometimes I guess I just flex and flash my vocals, baby. Need you to focus, baby. I'm hocus pocus, baby. No hocus pocus, baby. If I wake up in the morning, if I wake up in the afternoon, I can feel my purpose calling. See, I don't wanna go too soon, and so I take it day by day. I try my best to let my spirit play. See, I don't wanna see this go to waste, so I'm taking it. I wanna feel your heart sing. I wanna see it move you. I wanna reach your body and help your spirit come through. So let the essence of hydration reach every single nation. Cause we are all connected. I wanna see you make it too. Let it vibrate through you and feel your energy move. Just think of all the gratitude that can flow through you. So let the essence of hydration reach every single nation. Cause we are all connected. I wanna see you make it too. Tease me, baby, but I love you. I don't wanna scare you away, but it's getting kinda hard to behave. When you rock like that, when you move like that. See, I don't wanna talk much game, but you gotta realize the state that comes from regaining eternal wealth and talking health. If you wanna know what I'm saying, then baby, won't you please stop playing? Let me elevate your eternal state. I don't wanna wait, so let's fly, baby. Ooh, la la la,
So dope.
Oh my
Raquel,
God.
thank you. I love it. I got so much to say, but like, I hope you did you record that at home? Because like your home looks dope and cozy, and there's plants and like the artwork. Oh, buddy, that was so good. What a treat. Thank you for sharing.
No, thank you for playing it and everyone listening. Yeah, that was actually one of my best friend's houses. We shot it there because I kind of got really inspired to start making music publicly through some events there. It's actually just on a farm, like outside of like Cookstown area. Very random. But my friends Mick and Sam, they have a house there. That's their house. One of our old friends, Cynthia, she's the one responsible for all the paintings on the walls in the room with the tub, the like mini spa room kind of thing. And yeah, like just, you know, some of my best friends, just their like the way that they live just inspires me. They're very into like mushroom cultivation and foraging and kind of like homesteading-ish kind of stuff. So yeah, they had held like a few kind of just like community like jam sessions and stuff with like a bunch of our friends around that time. And yeah, I don't know, like I just felt very inspired by it. So I just wanted to shoot something there. So Keem's behind the cam is the photographer that did that for me. She's like a really good photographer out of Toronto, and I was just like lucky to have met her as she was getting out of graduating for school for photography and videography. So it was just like good timing when we met. And yeah, she's just been really, really amazing, like with everything that she's helped me with. She's responsible for pretty much all of my like photos, and yeah, she's just like a really great creative as well. But yeah, that's my debut track, as they call it. It was the first song that I put out publicly, but I have been making music and like writing poetry since I was like a small child. So my dad is a DJ. He's been DJing for like 40 years. My mom used to be a violinist and a dancer, so I get a lot of my creativity, I guess, from them. It's definitely, I was exposed to a lot of music growing up, and my mom is from Trinidad and Tobago, actually. She's like a first generation immigrant here, and then my dad is Italian, and his dad came here from Italy when he was like in his early 20s. So yeah, I don't know, I guess I have a lot of like creative influence, and there's a lot of art that I want to make. And yeah, I just kind of got that inspiration to finally start putting it out to people. Because as I said, like I've always been someone who's made art. I just haven't really, up until that point, I just didn't have the drive or the focus to like share it with that many people. I used to go to a lot of like coffee houses and open mics like locally, and just kind of like create art like in my small kind of friend groups and things. But yeah, I guess, especially during COVID and everything, it was difficult to obviously kind of continue to do those things. So in a way, it did kind of also push me to kind of like go to another level with my art. So yeah, I've just been kind of running with it ever since then. And yeah, this whole year I've been like working on my first album, and I've met a lot of really, really dope creatives in the Web3 space, and I started making visual art as well, like with AI. So yeah, it's a really good tool, I think, especially for musicians to create like, single art or album art or concept art for different things. So also even just logos or different things like that, because that can be like expensive. So it's definitely, the AI has like really good tools that are open source that really any creative can use. So that's something that I've become more passionate about sharing with people as well. And yeah, I don't know. I guess if you guys want to see some of the AI art, I can show you some things. And then that's about it for me.
That's awesome. I love that. That's beautiful. I feel like the hardest, I mean, you said it, like putting yourself out there has always, you've been creating, but like the actual, I don't even want to say promoting, but like the actual just like sharing it publicly is such a vulnerable place to put yourself, or a vulnerable thing to do. So anyways, I appreciate the journey that it's been, and like obviously the gorgeous artwork that you've started putting out into the world. So thank you for sharing what you have.
Okay. So I started sharing my screen. I don't know if you guys can see it, but so this is just an example of some of the things that I was making earlier today. I often will go on these like tangents where I end up spending like 3 hours smoking and making AI art and listening to music. So it's become one of my recent favorite pastimes ever since I kind of started doing this. And it's really cool because there's all of these like crypto enabled marketplaces that people will buy these from you if they like them enough. So that's like a whole other thing. But if anybody is interested in like knowing more about that stuff, I'd be happy to share information. But yeah, these are just a couple of things. I actually was messing around with some stuff for like with BTA on it, right? Since it is Budtenders Association. So here's just like some examples of like creative sort of logos and stuff that you could make. Yeah, I have weird ideas and I like to try to put them into visuals. But I do have also like, you know, I don't know, 8 new songs that I are not currently released. And if there is anybody that wants to hear any more of my music, I do have a couple more songs on SoundCloud. But I just have the one song that we just heard on all streaming platforms. So
Can you drop the link? I mean, all our artists are welcome. Elena, you too should have specified, but like, please feel free to put your social media, your YouTube channel, like whatever it is, or your SoundCloud, of course. Like hook us up with the link and let us have at it.
no, 100%.
Holy moly, those are gnarly.
Yeah, I was gonna send these to Casey after the meeting. I'll just send you a whole folder of them, and you can do with them what you will if you'd like anything. But
Love that with the goddess behind it. Yeah, that's badass, buddy.
yeah, I tried to I started out with some different ones, and then I kind of started refining it a little bit. This is kind of what I started it with, more of like a retro kind of a thing. And like, if you're a creative person, like, it's not hard to operate AI, honestly. This one in particular is Bing Image Creator. If you have an Outlook account, you can use it for free, which is really convenient. And it pulls from multiple AI models to create these, which is really cool because a lot of the AI applications are separate. And obviously there are, well, I shouldn't say obviously, but there are like a lot of different ones, but I just like this one because of how versatile it is. But this one I kind of tried to make a little bit more like 3D, like cyberpunk. It kept putting guns in it though, which I didn't mean for it to do. But it did, like this one. It's kind of awesome, but that's definitely not, I wasn't meaning to do that, so just as a disclaimer. But yeah, I could probably do this forever, so like I won't, you know, but but I appreciate you guys, you know, listening and looking, and yeah.
Amazing. Beautiful. Well, Raquel, thank you so much for sharing. Again, like some talented folk in this scene. Love to see it. Really appreciate it. In the name of the schedule and the timing, let's get into the creative community artwork. We have a few people sharing some things and a couple of words to hear. I will reshare. Axel, can I reshare my screen? Oh, maybe I don't even need you. Maybe I can just do it. I think I'm doing it.
I'm pretty sure you can do it. Yes.
I took it. I think I did it. Did I do it? I think I did it, everybody.
It's all good.
Okay, respect. So thank you to everyone who so far has performed. Elena and Raquel, appreciate you. Let's get into this. We've got a few more slides here with some of the beautiful artwork that's kicking here in the community. So first and foremost, here's Aaron's. Aaron, thank you for submitting this. Thank you for sharing. The likeness to nobody. I know, I'm just messing around. I know exactly who that is. I love that. That is so good. Aaron, did you want to share a word or two? I know that like I put a little star for myself beside anyone's name who like told Casey they wanted to talk, but I know how it is once people are looking at your art and you might have a thing to say. So if you want to take 30 seconds and share something, you're more than welcome. No stress whatsoever though. I appreciate this artwork for all that it is.
If you are shy, feel free to just message in the chat and I'll rely if you need.
Or not even, whatever.
Yes.
Interrupt me, but I will slowly turn to my screen and move on to the next person. But thank you, this is dope.
That's dope.
Really appreciate that. That's so fucking cool. Okay, next up is Sarita. Some beautiful indigenous beadwork. Thank you for submitting this artwork as well. Holy moly, that like lighter cozy is calling my name. That is so sick. Baby Yoda action. Some gorgeous earrings, some gorgeous pendants. You're welcome too. If you want to share, if you want to take 20-30 seconds and say something about it, you are more than welcome, but no stress at all. Okay, appreciate this. This is absolutely beautiful. So thank you for that as well.
So cute.
Next up, I believe Jennifer. Jennifer, you, I have a little star here by your name as a little reminder to myself that you wanted to take 20-30 seconds and share a little love here. Join the sesh of self-love. Trikes and Treasures. That is rad. Do you have a word here?
Yeah, I love the community, and I just want to keep sharing my love and appreciation for everybody through my art. And I hope that, you come along my journey of, self-love and love of the plant. And I love making art. I always have. And I love that I found the plant, and that the plant showed me all of you, and I just appreciate you all.
That's awesome. We appreciate you too. Thank you so much.
Jenny, that's well said. That's lovely. Appreciate that. As soon as I put this image in this slide, I was like, I got to hear about this. So I appreciate you sharing. This is beautiful. Clearly, we got our little dope buds hanging out and learning and toking and having a blessed, beautiful time. So thank you for sharing this, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Christine. Christine, I put these small images on this slide in the name of putting the bigger images on this slide with a little star by your name as a reminder that you wanted to share a little bit of love. I'm a sucker for this collage work. Please, do you have some words you want to share about your artwork here? No worries. Things happen. Technical difficulties. Maybe you got to work. Whatever it is.
Can I speak? Is it working now?
Oh,
yes.
It is. It is.
Is it working?
You're here. Thank you. Yeah, buddy.
Yes.
I'm like, is it working? Yes? Yeah? It's
Yes,
working?
yes,
Okay.
all good.
Okay, my name's Christine. I'm from Edmonton, Alberta. I'm a visual display artist, but I've been doing collages my whole life. I do backdrops, props. I've actually done a few backdrops for Canara Biotech in the last year with Nugs and Tribal, so that's a really sweet company. I'm actually doing one again for them in January. But my collages are basically my most passion projects. They're the most personal thing that I do. They contain a lot of nudity and cannabis. So I've been basically censored for as long as I know. And I'm still continuing to have troubles getting into craft fairs and things. So this is a really good opportunity for me to be able to share that. I've been smoking weed for almost 30 years now, since I was in grade 7. So I've always been a fan of the plant. I've never really felt the stigma. You see people that you can get as drunk as you want and it's no problem, but you have a joint, and that's kind of always been considered kind of like the lazy man or stupid man's kind of consumption. So I do a lot of art, but yeah, I just wanted a good chance to come and share, and I really appreciate the opportunity, and I just hope everyone has a really good holiday. So thank you.
Thank you, Christine. I love it. I don't know if anyone else noticed Christine's name on the Zoom chat, which is Kronstein. So thank you for that. That is delightful. But yes, this is gorgeous artwork. Again, when I put these slides together and I was able to pull these images from the drive that Casey sent me, I was so stoked about this. I can see, all the creativity and excitement and just beautiful images that you're able to put together to create their own story, right? To create this own collage. So thank you, Christine, for sharing. Really appreciate you, my friend. All right, Honore, was stoked about this one too. Put these slides together. I know there's a few slides here, so this is kind of like your intro slide. I might just suggest you're welcome to say slide. You can give me a thumbs up. I'm watching you. If I miss it, you could just say next slide, please, whatever. But we've got a few slides here for Honore, so please take the mic, my friend.
Yes, thank you. I think I will. I'll give you a thumbs up, and that's how we'll do it. So amazing, this opportunity. Thank you so much, Casey, BTA. So much love. Love seeing artwork. Love seeing creatives in that space. So without further ado, my name is Honore. I'm from Toronto, and I always promote create always. What does that mean? It means getting into a creative outlet, finding that inspiration, and being able to channel the stress from work or whatever you're dealing with and getting it out all on the canvas or whatever modality you choose. So we can go to the next slide. I want to take you on a journey now. Well, my journey to how I got started. So I was actually born in Haiti, and I am adopted. So I was raised in Canada, this small town called Flesherton, Ontario. And my parents are actually white. So I was raised in a predominantly white community, which was filled with art galleries and many other creatives. It was easy for me to channel inspiration through them. And it just made it so art and creating art and helping people create was in my bones. I really connected with it. And so I went on to go to school for art. Makes sense. After that, I just started to help people find their creative inspiration. It actually helped me all those years ago when I was adopted. It's a funny feeling. It's strange to really fully articulate, but myself, it's kind of like a loss of culture. When I am just left from Haiti, which is very different. They have different types of ways of living, of course, than Canada, traditions, culture, heritage, religion. And so I always felt a little bit like, I'm a little disappointed, loss of culture. I don't know my family. I don't know if I have family. So artwork was the only way for me to fully be okay with that and to just find that inspiration, that outlet. I needed it. And so I would go on to teach creative workshops. It was really my favorite thing to do, and still is to this day. I have my own business where I teach painting workshops, and so up until now, I'm actually a boys and men, hi Fuzzy, boys and men. I host this emotional support group for boys and men. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm a little stoned right now. And it's tough for boys and men to really open up, become vulnerable. Let's be honest, right? We live in a society, there are societal pressures where men are supposed to not show their emotions, to be a certain way, and to not become vulnerable or open up. I'm able to provide a safe space for people men specifically, to open up. However, we do not shy anybody away. We invite everybody, even if you identify as a man or just want to come in and want that support, want that experience, we do not take anyone away. Everyone is welcome. It's a safe space. It's inclusive. So this is something that I love doing, and just combining it with art, it's the perfect marriage. It always has been. I do personal artwork as well, as you can see in the slides below. And that's always been something that has, again, it's just run through my bones. At a very young age, I needed it. So we can head to the next slide. This is more of my personal artwork. I really like the roots on the sidewalk. Now, I had never even done anything like that. And it was my first time doing it for a dispensary I used to work at in 2020. So that was a really, really cool, I really like how it turned out, and great experience as well. I love creating in all the ways. Wow, what an inspiration. Such a compliment. Appreciate that. Below is my favorite art piece I've done to date. So this particular piece, this was actually promoted by Google and featured in all Best Buy flagship stores across Canada. Oh my goodness. I wish I could tell you the meaning of it all, but you know what? I actually can. Okay, we've got that visual. So the piece is called Surf Engine. It's a play on words. Search engine, surf engine. So what is the surf engine? What does this piece represent? The piece represents multiculturalism, people connecting of all different races, background, ages, everybody coming together with the united goal of progressing and making the future a brighter, better place. But we know this. We've been known this. Inclusivity and people coming together, working alongside each other, it just makes for a better place to live. And so with the combination of doing this online and connecting through groups and forums, it just it's just so satisfying. Like this group, the BTA group. This is part of it. This is our own surf engine. And I just have always loved connecting with people, coming together, spreading the love. Let's go to the next slide. I think it's the last one. Look at this. Okay, so this is the last slide. We've come to an end. These are some of the organizations I've collaborated with. It's been such a blessing, this journey. And in this particular piece, these are my biological parents. I was actually reunited with my biological family, and it's been 30 years. So I was adopted at 9 months. And then when I turned 30, my biological family reached out to me, and we are now reunited. And guys, I've never seen my parents in 30 years. I had no idea what they looked like. And when they reached out, they showed me photos of what my parents looked like, and it changed my life for the better. So I really am happy to have shared this journey with you all, and you can find all my information on that next photo there. I do teach creative workshops, and I would love to teach any of you creative workshops. We can create something amazing, and let's just do it already. Add my socials. Let's go. That's all for me, guys.
Just do it already, as if we've been waiting. What have you been waiting for? Honore, thank you, my friend. That was really powerful, inspirational, beautiful artwork, my friend. Thank you. That was so dope.
That was dope.
Wicked.
Appreciate the time. Thank you.
Of course. Love this scene. What a fun thing, Casey. Really, really cool to like see what everyone's doing. Thanks for this. This is a treat. Let's move on here. Natasha, I'm stoked on this piece as well. Please, Natasha, do you want to take a little bit of time here and share something about this?
Absolutely. So the reason why there's an artist credit about it is I'm a colorist. Much like the people who, fill out all the fun color scenes in your comics and animation, everything. That's what I do. I used to do line work like this, but I got some nerve damage in my hands. And so unfortunately, delicate line work. This was actually the first piece I did after becoming a bud tender, and I wanted like something that was like green and showed like the promise of growth and everything, because I was transitioning to a completely new career. So it was really kind of a perfect fit of showing like just where I'm coming from, where I'm going, and everything. Although the funny thing is because I work with so many different mediums in coloring, because this uses pens and pencils and markers and everything, because it creates a different texture. I found out that scanning those makes for a very large file, because it's capturing so much detail on it. So that's why, because I actually do, had planned to scan a whole bunch more. See, like there's this one, and then this one.
Yes.
And a lot of these were done with when I was just getting started bud tending. It was just it was right after the pandemic, so everything was just like really like exciting again. And it's like when I got to almost 100 megabytes after scanning the first one, I was like, you know what, maybe not. But no, it's very much, I like to challenge myself with it too. I'll like pick a limited palette, like, okay, this is what I'm working with colors, and I have to stick with that and try and capture the emotion of this, of the picture that the artist created in color, much like they do for comics, and that where color really can make or break an action scene or a dramatic scene, or just helps intensify the tone of it.
Lovely. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, clearly some very fine work. Dig like the repeating patterns, the repeating colors. Thank you, Natasha. Thank you for sharing. Appreciate this. All right, my friends. That's everyone's artwork for today. I know we'll do it again. This was absolutely delightful. Stoked to see like the unreal talent that exists in this community. Really, really grateful for everybody who submitted anything. Again, as I mentioned, you have a lovely care package on your way to you as we speak. My hope is that it arrives in time for the holidays, but like if not, it'll be there soon, and it'll be a post holiday treat. So thank you for everyone who submitted. Those aren't the only people who might like get something from today's. I mean, we all got something from today. You know what I'm talking about, though. But we got some prizes. I wanted to, I'm a sucker for a dry herb vaporizer, and I'd like to share that love. So we've got a few prizes. Here's what's up. As I was writing this line, I was like, here is what's up for grabs, but there's 2 prizes. So it's like, here are what's up for grabs. I couldn't figure this out. I got to be honest. I sat here in front of this slide, like struggling. Like, I like my grammar. I like words. I tried to figure this out.
That's correct.
I think you're
Here
good.
It's like, yeah, right. It's the prizes that are up for grabs. Like, is that what you feel me, Casey? Is that what you're saying?
Here is what's up for grabs. Yes.
Okay. Not here are what are. Okay. Anyways, this is dumb. Let's move on.
Here is the offering, or here are the prizes.
Here are the prizes. Here is the offering. Here is the offering. Genius, Casey. Genius. So I'm a sucker for a dry herb vaporizer. We got two prizes to hand out here tonight. We've got a little quiz that's going to show up on your screen in a couple of minutes here. We got this dope Air Max vaporizer by Arizer. It is a handheld vaporizer. It is their new tool over the last little while. It retails for money. It's like a good couple $100. The XQ2 tabletop is kind of like prize 2. It's a little bit less expensive than the first one, so it's like prize 2, but it's also thick. This is I haven't tried the tabletop version myself, but I've heard from everyone that I've spoken to that this is like a very comparable tool to the Volcano with a little bit less of a financial footprint, but works just as well. But I've heard also great things about this Air Max. Besides the point of the specific devices, I love a dry herb vaporizer. If you consume your flower, I like to smoke a joint as well. I find it's fun to roll and to spark and to then smoke. I feel like fun, like I enjoy the process of smoking. Dry herb vaporizing to me is like the real effect. When I smoke, I get like a little bit foggy. It's probably a little bit of oxygen deprivation in there that's given me this sensation. Dry herb vaporizing is like, that's true to the strain. That's true to the actual product. So I had to share a little bit of love in that regard. We got 2 prizes up for grabs. Let's play a game. Axel,
Yes.
I think I pass it over to you. Is that what I do?
Exactly. I'm gonna start the quiz in about like 10 seconds, not even. So I just want everyone to be ready on the computer, on the screen. We have 5 questions, and I'm gonna give about like a few minutes, maybe 4 minutes and 20 seconds or something like that. And I'm gonna launch it right now. Let me know if it doesn't appear.
And one thing that you'll know about these quizzes is that there's like a distraction mechanism as I like talk through it. If that's distracting for you, then like mute me, but don't actually mute me. I think this is, anyways, I want you to answer here what the blinker batteries and pods, which brand they fall under, which Decibel brand they fall under. That's the first question. The second question, I had fun with this, is the new Quest Flower products that are landing in the new year. I spoke about those today as well. Might they be Strawberry Cough and Grandi Guava? I don't know. I don't remember what I said. I'll let you figure that one out.
Can't remember neither. Can't help on that.
Yeah, there you go. Blinker is considered a disposable vape. Is this true or is this false? I'd love your information. Vox Pops are the pre-rolls with the flavor bead in the filter. Is that true? Or might it be false? Or is it true? And lastly, the new general emission live resin landing in the new year in select markets, of course, is Wedding GLTO or Wedding Gelato, Mule Fuel. Is it High Key Kiwi or is it Strawberry and Cream? I feel like if you were like even partially paying attention throughout, you can get these.
You can get that.
I make them pretty easy, but I make them also like just like a little. It makes you think. It's like what did he say? I don't remember. So enjoy, have fun, you guys.
Nice. I'm gonna leave a few more minutes, but we already have like most of the people answering.
Okay, perfect.
And so we're gonna be announcing the winner by email. So make sure to check your email in the next couple of days, and then the winner will be announced, and we will be sending the beautiful gift that Eitan choose. Good choice, by the way. I love that.
Thank you. I appreciate it, my friend. I put some care and attention into this detail. So keep me posted who wins. Of course, as soon as I get that information, I will, like, everything's packed up and ready to go, and I'll bring it over to the post office. If it gets into the mail tomorrow, you know how it is with the holidays. It might arrive like mid next week. At the very least, you'll get it probably, I would say, by end of next week. You know how I do it as well. I may have thrown in some educational materials to support your new dry herb vaporizers. I don't know. I don't know what's in there. I can't remember. It might be something that you could eat. It might be something you could smoke. I don't remember. That's curious. It's curious to know. You remind me when you receive it. You let me know what you got.
Gotta get
I appreciate
educated.
this. Yeah, you got to get educated. We when we were at Kind Fair a couple of weeks ago, we were giving out some samples that specifically had a sticker that said like educational materials only. And I had so much fun giving it to people, being like, "Don't you dare have any fun with this. This is not for recreation. This is not to feel good. This is not medical. This is for education purposes and nothing else." We had a blast with that. So you know how we do.
All right, and I'm gonna be closing the pool as pretty much everyone answered. So please make sure to check it out, your email, and we will be announcing the winner in a couple of days, or if not tomorrow, I believe. And the pool is over. Do we have any last question, any last comments by anyone by any chance?
I would just like to say thank you so much to all of the artists that attended and everyone who joined the session. Eitan, Axel, it's always a pleasure to hang out, and really enjoyed the session and seeing all of this beautiful creativity. And I just love how there's so much like synergy between the plant and what we can create with it. So yeah, that was beautiful. Thank you also, everyone. I know that this session ended a little later, so appreciate your time. And sorry if we took some unplanned time, but hope to see you at our next session. Have an amazing holiday. Happy New Year. And yeah, see you soon. Take care.
Much love, everybody.
Much
Play
love.
safe. Enjoy. Be well.